All right, now we're moving on to step 2 of the Design-O-Matic for your personal project. And we're on to stage 2, developing ideas in the design cycle. If you remember, the design cycle is split up into the 4 different parts. This is number 2. This is where you are going to come up with multiple ideas and then pick out the best idea using a criteria that you're setting. Okay, so this is where it gets a little bit tricky because it does involve a little bit of thought, but most of the time your criteria is going to be fairly similar, and I'll talk about that here in a second. So, and you already have an idea involved, or you may already have an idea of something that you want to do. You do need to come up with other ideas and walk through this process. Even if you already know what you're going to do, we need to be able to see that you are able to walk through this process in the Design-O-Matic. So, all right, criteria. Remember, the criteria is how you're going to judge all of your solutions, and you have to judge which ones are going to be successful. And you have to have multiple criteria. So we've talked about this in the past. Most of your criteria is going to be like, you're going to look at money, which one's the cheapest to make. Maybe time, which one is the fastest to make. Maybe technical ability, which ones do you already know how to do. So that could be another thing that you'd want to look at. Maybe you'd want to look at, I don't know, which one looks the best, okay? Because you might have multiple solutions that have different, aesthetic appeal. So let's just say I said looks. And also, by the way, you don't have to go behind all of these. That's not a requirement by any means. Actually, if you wanted to, you could easily just come up here and start a new bulleted list. So look, time, maybe fastest, easiest to pull off in class. Don't do overall easiest one. And then maybe technical ability. So which one do you already know how to do? Maybe which one's difficulty. Maybe I'll just change this one. We'll combine these two to difficulty. How's that? All right. So now you've got your, of course I should spell things correctly. That would help. So you've got your 3 criteria. Okay. Now you need to list your ideas. You need to come up with multiple ideas even if you only have one. So if we go back to the basketball analogy in the first inquiring and analyze, maybe you want to do a poster. Maybe you want to do a bumper sticker. Maybe you want to do a magazine cover. Maybe you want to do a YouTube commercial. Maybe you want to do a music video. I don't care, but you need to come up with more than one idea. Do not have just one idea here. I would say at the very least you need to come up with 3 different ideas to fix your problem. Think outside the box. Be creative. Then we get to the tricky part. Okay, we have to come up with a way to judge our different solutions based on the criteria that we have established. So up here, let's just say I said, what were some of the ones I said? Team poster, make a promotional movie, and let's say, I don't know, maybe a magazine cover. Okay, so looking at these are my 3 ideas. We can come down here. So now I have my ideas and I have my criteria. I'm now going to judge these ideas based on these 3 criteria. To do that, I'm going to open up this Excel sheet. We've done it so that it will do all the math for you. It should be very, very simple. All you have to do is replace where it says ideas and criteria with the stuff that you have up here. I'll walk you through that. We also have very clear instructions right here. So please, please, please follow this and then make sure that you save everything after you open it. If you don't, you will lose everything and you won't get credits for criteria 3 and 4. So to get into the actual criteria stuff, go ahead and click on this file right here. It's going to open up an Excel sheet here in a second. Okay, and now I've got this really cool Excel sheet. And if I want to, I could even split screen this with my ideas and solutions so that it would be easier to read. So here, okay, criteria 1, looks. So all I have to do here is change this to looks. Criteria 2, fastest. Which one is the easiest and the fastest to get done? Criteria 3, difficulty. Okay, so now I've got all 3 criteria that I have come up with listed up here. Okay, then we come down here to ideas, and I put these right here. So poster, idea 2, movie, idea 3, magazine. You can leave these blank. You don't have to fill those in, or if you really want to, you can delete them out. Does not matter. Okay, then you need to rank them 1 to 3, with a 1 being the absolute best idea. So as far as how it's going to look, well, I think I could do a pretty good looking poster, and magazine cover is probably right behind it. I probably could make a movie, but it's not going to look movie caliber just because I don't know for sure how to use all that stuff. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. So which one would be the quickest? Well, a poster is probably pretty easy. I could use a bunch of different programs. I could even do PowerPoint. That might not be terrible. Magazine cover, I'm probably going to want to use Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, something. And I know for a fact from using it, Premiere Pro, the editing software, can be pretty difficult. So I'm going to rank that to a 3 as well. Difficulty, I know for a fact that the movie is going to be more difficult just because editing video and inserting graphics and things like that can be a little bit more difficult. The magazine cover, probably not super difficult, probably on par with the poster, so I might even give these ones a tie. So I'll give them both a 1. So now I've gone through, I've used my criteria, I've judged all 3 of my ideas based on all 3 criteria, and I've done the math. At this point, it's figured it all out for me. Whichever idea has the lowest score is going to be my best idea. So as you can see, in this case, my poster would be the best idea. Okay. Therefore, I know that. What I need to do now is just save this file. What that'll do is change this in your Design-O-Matic so that way I can see it and grade it. If you do not save it, you do not get credit for this section. So you very, very, very important that you save this. As soon as you save this, it will change it in here. Now, I'm not going to save it because I don't want it to change it, because otherwise the one I push to you will all have my stuff. So don't do like I said. Okay. So that is the creating the solution page. Should be fairly easy for you.